What is up, Unbound? Hello and welcome back to another community update. I am your host, David Rethemeyer, and the holiday season is coming right around the corner. Thanksgiving is in just a few weeks, and Christmas and New Year's are right after that. It seems like time has flown by so quickly this year. Also, it is very much cold and flu season, so during this update, if it sounds like I'm being a little bit more dramatic or froggy than usual, well, that's why. So, without further ado, let's get into what you need to know that's happening in the world of Unbound for the month of November. So first things first, a follow-up from something that I talked about in last month's update was the Unbound video contest. You guys sent in some awesome entries, and we did have to pick some winners, as awesome as all of the entries were. And you can go and watch all of those entries on the Be Unbound YouTube channel. I will have that linked along with everything else I talk about in this video in the description down below. Make sure to check those out. And while you are on the Unbound YouTube channel, the media team is starting to regularly upload videos again, and this last week they started off with a really cool project that they put a lot of work into called How to Make a Difference, and it's a really cool video. If you recognize the voice, well, you know. And it's, seriously, they did awesome work on it. It's definitely worth your time to watch. Check it out while you're on there. Something else that the Empower Call managers wanted me to mention for this update is that on December the 16th, they're going to be hosting a Christmas party that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun on that evening. So I will have more details for that coming up in the December update once that gets a little bit closer. But for now, mark your calendars and be ready to join in on that when it comes around. And speaking of the Empower Call managers, the ECM is recruiting for the 2022 team. Now, if you don't know what the ECM is or what they do, basically their role is to curate call topics and recruit and coordinate with call leaders and just facilitate the discussions and the community growth that happens around Empower Calls every single year. So it's a year-long position. It's a ton of fun. I was on that team a few years ago, and it was a really cool experience. So definitely check it out. If you have any questions, you can contact Hannah Schwindel, and she will be more than happy to fill you in on anything that you might want to know. And the link to the form to sign up and apply is down below. And speaking of applying for positions, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more on the paid side of things, Unbound actually has a position available right now if you're interested in coming and working with the awesome team that we are, at least in my humble opinion. So we have a remote position for an admissions counselor. And basically that role is just to be able to talk with parents and students who are interested in enrolling in Ascend and Navigate and answering as many of their questions as you can and helping them through the process of deciding if they want to enroll. So this is a really cool position, especially if you're someone who loves talking with people and talking with parents and students. So if you have any questions about this particular position, you can contact Ellie Smith, and she'll be more than happy to answer any questions. And you can see the full posting and the application in the description below. And another reminder for you guys for this coming month is that the pre-enrollment phase for the spring class of Navigate 2022 is still available. Early enrollment is going to be open until November the 9th. And the reason that you might be interested in telling some of your friends about that is because early enrollment gets you $50 off the regular price of Navigate, and it means that you only have to pay $50 down initially. And so after November the 9th, the price will go up by $50 and you will have to make a larger down payment. So hopefully, if you have been enjoying Navigate nearly as much as we hope that you have, then you will know that it is super worthwhile and you should tell your friends about it. So the link to that is beunbound.us/navigate, and it's in the description below. And finally, one last thing that's a little bit different for the end of this community update is that Kamel, our social media specialist here at Unbound, put together something really cool. Unbound has been in business for over a year now as its own independent company, and we decided to put together some stats for you guys and a little sort of year one report that gives some really cool stats on the team, what we've been doing, some of the events, and it's really cool to take a look at, especially if you have been involved in Unbound for any length of time or just want to see how Unbound has grown over the past year. So take a look at that PDF. It's really interesting to check out, and there's a special message from Jonathan Brush at the beginning of it. So take a look at that in the description down below. So that is it for the month of November. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in for this community update. I will be back next month for the last community update of 2021 for December. So until then, thank you once again for tuning in, and as always, be unbound.